Hello there, Scotty. You're not, and it's time to. Now that we reviewed all the Hannibal movies, it's time to rank all the Hannibal movies from worst to best. We got 5, which I originally wouldn't have done this if I didn't decide to get Manhunter, which I'm glad I did because it was an enjoyable flick. We'll get to that when it's time. So starting off at number 5, bottom of the barrel, worst of the bunch, Hannibal Rising. I just filmed a review for this. This movie it's a revenge flick with Hannibal Lecter. I said it was The Crow starring Hannibal Lecter, kinda. Because, this is Hannibal Lecter, spoiler, and this is the one here. But it's unnecessary. It's something that even the writer, Thomas Harris, didn't want to do. But he was forced to do it so that at least it would have been written by the person who wrote all the other ones. So, yeah. But it's really not worth your time, like I said in my review. It's unnecessary. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense in continuity either, because now he's Lithuanian, even though he's been played by a British guy. He's now played by a French guy. I don't know. And you're supposed to root for the guy you know is a cannibalistic murderer, and it's very hard to do, so. Yeah. But number 4 is Hannibal. And now I didn't hate on this as much as everyone does, but it is kind of a weird movie. Especially with that ending that will forever be open-ended because they're not going to ever make a sequel to this. And I feel like if they had the knowledge that, you're never going to do another one, they probably would have closed, And you can say, oh, what if it's like the book? But no, if you read the book, it's not even the book ending. They want a different ending for the book, for the movie than the book. So, yeah. But Hannibal isn't more the forefront. We're following him and Pazzi. Inspector Pazzi, played by Giancarlo Giannini. Excuse me. Giancarlo Giannini. And it just doesn't work. We want to see Clarice meet up with Hannibal, and we see her at the beginning, and then she's cut out for most of the runtime when we follow Pazzi and him, and she's just sitting at a desk for all the time, answering the phone here and there, saying, no, don't do that, don't go after him, and then it's just nothing till the end, and it feels like she's forced into the ending because her character was in the last one, and now she's in this one, and everything with her character was leading to the book ending, which they didn't use, so it doesn't really feel right, and she's left up in the air as to what's going on with her. Is she going to be arrested? Probably not. Who knows? But, yeah. Number 3 is Manhunter. And, yeah, this is pretty good. I think that Brian Cox, for as little as he's in it, is actually okay as Hannibal Lecter. Tom Noonan is great as the villain, the Red Dragon himself. The Tooth Fairy, I guess I should say. Tom Noonan. Tooth Fairy. But, and I also think that William Peterson is great as Will. I keep getting that name. Graham. He plays it very menacingly and it works. But that's the only thing that this movie does better than the others. It's very 80s. I do like the climax where he jumps through the window to In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida Baby. But I do prefer number 2, Red Dragon. And I don't mean Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. Can't believe I didn't make that joke in my review. But yeah, this was actually pretty good. I was hooked on this more than I was Manhunter. I was into it more. Anthony Hopkins helped, and Ralph Fiennes, also fantastic as the Tooth Fairy. And I thought that Edward Norton did a very good job, albeit not. He had a different sort of nice guy approach than William Peterson did, but still pretty good. And yeah. But number one, of course, is The Silence of the Lambs. The Academy Award winner, the best of the films. Fantastic performances from everyone involved, like Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, Ted Levine. Just fantastic all around the board. And, you know, it's great. It didn't, like, it's not a to-the-moon movie for me because rewatchability, I don't know how many times I would go back to rewatch this, but it's still a great film, and I recommend it to anyone. I've always been confused as to why it's called Silence of the Lambs, and I'm glad I watched it to now know what that means and what the moth means. So that's pretty cool, but that's number one. Boom, so there you go, the ranking for the Hannibal movies. What are your thoughts on my ranking? What's your ranking? Let me know, comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.